A 13-year-old schoolboy was crushed to death by a speeding vehicle in Jammu. Now, the vehicle had a blue beacon, but it did not stop or bother to help the victim. The young boy's body was taken to the hospital by his father, where he succumbed to injuries. The 13-year-old's family alleges that the investigation has been slow in the case, despite the police having CCTV footage of the car involved. The accident had happened on Sunday.
तो पुलिस का क्या है, कार्रवाई कर रही है या अभी तक
उनका मैंने कोई जल्द नहीं दिया मुझे क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग क्या नहीं।
क्यों लग रहा है
सर? इसलिए लग रहा है कि क्योंकि VVIP की गाड़ी है, कोई अफसर की गाड़ी है, इसलिए कि नहीं कर रहे हैं उसके लिए छानबीन।
सर एक तो ये VIP गाड़ी है जिसने हिट किया, वो बोलेरो है, और ये आगे एम्बेसडर चल रही थी, उसकी स्कॉट थी, और इसीलिए शायद हमारी सुनवाई नहीं हो रही है। आज 4 दिन हो गए हैं, अभी तक ना SHO घर पे आया है हमारे, ना कोई आया है, ना कोई पुलिस वाला घर पे आया है। कल भी हमने रोड जाम किया था, कल DSP आए थे, उन्होंने कहा था कि हमें थोड़ा टाइम चाहिए। सर इतना टाइम नहीं लगता है, ये VIP गाड़ी है, ऊपर से VIP का प्रेशर है, इसीलिए हमारी सुनवाई अभी तक नहीं हुई है।
I'm joined by Pradeep Datta from Jammu. Pradeep, I'm looking at the footage on the screen. The car is clearly visible over there. There is CCTV footage available, which is obviously available with the police as well. Have they been able to identify who was driving the car?
See, this CCTV footage which is with us that narrates the heart-rending, tragic and the shocking story. In this CCTV footage you can see that 13-year-old boy, he was on a cycle. This incident happened on Sunday morning while he had gone to nearby sweet shop to get curd. You can see how the speeding, the Bolero that has been following them, that's the vehicle, crushes that boy to death. And what is really more shocking is that they didn't have the courtesy, or they didn't even bother to stop. Had they taken this boy for the immediate first aid, maybe they would have saved the lives. But in this case, you can see that the vehicle simply fled them from that area. It was so inhuman on their part. And this vehicle, Bolero, was having blue beacon. That means it was a VVIP vehicle. When we spoke to the police officials, they are yet to arrest any person. They have not been able to identify who this VVIP is. But what we came to know from the eyewitness, that certain people who were wearing the police uniform, it is not clear whether they were the CRPF personnel or the police personnel, they were sitting inside the vehicle. But one thing is quite clear, that this Bolero vehicle was part of the VVIP cavalcade that has been following the ambassador car. As you can see in the CCTV footage, family members feel that they are very poor. That is one of the reasons that the police is not acting, because the case involves a VVIP person. That is one of the reasons that even after 4 days, not a single police personnel had been to their place. Family members say they were the one who provided the CCTV footage. In fact, they were the one who collected the CCTV footage from the nearby shops where there was a CCTV camera and provided it to the police personnel. So after providing CCTV footage, police is yet to act. When we spoke to the police officer, they said there is no number plate on the Bolero. That is again really very shocking. Had some common man been moving around without the number plate, he would have been arrested by the police, questioned or challaned. But here in this case, the VVIP personnel are simply violating all norms, throwing all norms to winds, and they are moving scot-free. That is really very important right now. This is the question which the family members are asking, that why the police is not acting. They want the Chief Minister Mehbooba Mufti need to intervene so that immediately culprits are arrested and brought to book, because this 13-year-old boy, you can see that this boy was crushed to death. No basic courtesy was shown. Inhuman act. They didn't stop. They didn't provide him the first aid that was required. And the vehicle, you can see in the CCTV footage, fled past from that area, and till date police is not able to arrest any person in this regard. What can be more shocking, tragic and inhuman than this?
Exactly. Pradeep, also tell us this, VVIP movements does not happen, out of the blue. VVIP movements are scheduled, especially when, like you said, there was a convoy involved in this case. If that is the case, did the police, or have the police at least tried to access the records of VVIP movement on that particular day?
See, here in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, it appears after this incident that rules are only for the fools, and these VVIP continue to flout our norms. because no one is above law here in this case. It is quite clear that this was the VVIP vehicle and the Bolero had been following this VVIP ambassador car, and this was an escort vehicle. And see, what actually is more tragic is that still it's more than 4 days. The incident happened on Sunday morning and not a single person has been identified. And see, each and every vehicle, whether it's a VVIP, a commoner, whosoever, they need to have a number plate, because this is a terrorist prone area and their number plates are very important, because off and on we have seen that how terrorists are using the vehicles to carry out attacks. And how come this VVIP vehicle, escort vehicle, had been moving without the number plate? This is the question which needs to be asked to the concerned authorities. And now they have seen in one of the pictures, if you can see the ambassador car, though the number is hazy, but still it is visible. We try to in fact contact the police personnel. We asked him the question. He said that we are trying to get in touch with the regional transport office to identify who are the people behind this, so that they can be put behind bars and arrested. But family members feel that they are deliberately in fact trying to brush things under the carpet, as the VVIP personnel is involved and they are the poor people, so nobody is concerned and bothered about in fact taking any action. But so far as you were asking about the moment of the cavalcade, it is, see, any time they can move from a particular area, because already Prime Minister Narendra Modi has made clear that now onwards from May, that everybody is a VVIP here in this country. Nobody can have either the red beacon light or any other thing. So it is not that for the cavalcade somebody has to stop the traffic. So that is quite clear. But here is this particular person seems to have violated all norms, and more is the inhuman act. Because even if this incident had happened, had this VVIP had the courtesy, the basic humanitarian grounds, he would have stopped, provided first aid. It was, see, what really happened. It was only 15-20 minutes later, the father of that boy came to know about this incident. He rushed to the spot, as you said earlier, on scooter. He has to take that son to the hospital, only to realize that they can conduct only post-mortem because he has come to these injuries.
Right, Pradeep, thank you for those details over there. Horrific incident coming in from Jammu, an example of police apathy.